But now we're going to, we've now read the article. I trust you've read the article. Right. Pule, would you like to read for us the first 3 paragraphs?
As freestyle motocross superstar, Travis Pastrana was revving up for the trick to end all tricks at the 2006 X Games in Los Angeles. A little boy wandered up to him. He grabbed Pastrana's arm. "Don't do it, Travis," he pleaded. "My mommy says when you die, you are dead forever."
Right, now if we stop there, what do we see about the X Games, and what do we see about the appeal for the people, the audience, and the athletes? You're not going to put in that little story about Pastrana and the child. You're going to sum up what seems to be the appeal. And what would you say if you were to use one word? What is the appeal of these extreme sports?
Dangerous. That's the key word that you use.
Right. Now, perhaps we'll put it here. We're not sure as yet quite what our mind map is going to look like, but we know that the appeal, obviously, for the athletes as well as the audience is that it's dangerous. Now, remember, you can use little lines. You can use dotty things in your mind map. Anything visual that will help you remember or make notes that you can understand. Right, back to our passage.
The coolest, richest, and most audacious rider on the circuit went for it anyway. A double backflip that had never before been achieved in competition. Insanity. Pastrana hit the ramp hard and fast. By the time he was 1 meter through the air, he had swung the bike through 90 degrees. One revolution is what all freestyle MXers do. No one does two. There isn't enough time to avoid eating dead.
I think we need the next paragraph as well.
Halfway through the trick, with 20,000 fans screeching in the Staples Center, Pastrana straightened out of his first flip. The spinning continued. Physics beat damned.
Right, well, we still haven't finished this particular trick, so we need the next paragraph.
Another couple of twists through the air as 1,000 cameras flashed. Boom! He landed square. The Pastrana legend had just burst through another barrier.
Right, so there we are at the end of that little trick. Read enough so that you can see what the section of the article is about. Now, summarize it. Now, Pule, I know that friends of mine teach their learners to underline in the article. I don't, and I'll tell you why I don't teach it that way. Because if I now start underlining in the article, I'm going to be stuck with those words, and I'm going to find it difficult to get away from it. So I'd rather you said, okay, I've read that, put the article there, and say, well, what did I learn in terms of what I need to know here? So if we come back to our article, right, the nature of the appeal for the athletes. We've said that it's dangerous. Obviously, it's more than dangerous. We're told the coolest rider. Now, don't use slang in or colloquialisms in your summary. So the athletes are cool. Pule, give me a more formal word. What can I write here? I don't want to write cool. Admired?
Yeah.
So
maybe
they
loved.
Good.
Or respected.
Worshipped. Okay, let's put loved. Right, so we've got the idea that athletes like the admiration and the love of their audience. Look at the next word, richest. Aha, there is money to be made in these extreme sports. And most audacious. Now, I do not want to use the word audacious. I want a simpler English word. A word like?
You're brave, you're daring.
Brave and daring. So they enjoy being daring and brave. Now, we've got this whole thing about a double backflip that had never been achieved in competition before. So this whole thing about double backflips and everything. So what are we saying here? They're skillful, we're talking about, yes, the talent of the talented. So let's go to here. We've got the brave and the daring, and they have a chance to show their talent. Then we've also got the fact that it says that there were cameras popping. So we've got the media attention. So they can show their talent, they can show their skill, so talent or skill. Let's just put here skill as well. And the media attention. Possibly also the idea of doing something new, doing something that nobody else has ever done. So not one-upmanship, I need a better word than that, but it relates to this idea of talent and skill. Innovative, right, let's put it there with skill. That they do something new. Now notice, these are not words that are in the passage. These are our own words, but we are summing up the appeal of extreme sports for the athletes using our own words. And look at how Pule and I have done it. We're kind of sparking off each other, that we are saying, what is this? And we're thinking it through. Remember, it's all part of a thinking process, which is also why I don't like just underlining it in the passage, because then it becomes almost like mechanical. There it is in the passage, I put it down here. But summary writing is not that. Remember, though we're using our own words, we must be accurate to the passage. We must stick to what is being said there without going too far away by using our own words.